Ready for Star Wars Day? Let's go down through the other panned leg of history and see the biggest actors who could have played the iconic Star Wars characters you know and love, but lost the role for multiple reasons. Kurt Russell's movies are some of the most heavily played titles in my TiVo Stream 4K, from Escape from LA to Deepwater Horizon, and if fate had smiled on him some more, he could have also been featured in the special Star Wars TiVo carousel today. But he isn't, because he didn't land the audition for both Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. That's right, one of the biggest action stars in the 70s, 80s, and 90s had a chance to be one of two main characters in the most iconic sci-fi series ever made. Check out the link below this video to see his audition tape. It's gonna be the best thing you watch this week. What happened? Well, George Lucas couldn't decide if he's gonna cast him as Luke Skywalker or Han Solo, so Kurt just literally walked away into the sunset. He turned down this opportunity to play in The Quest, a TV Western series that was cancelled after a season. According to him, he doesn't regret the decision, which boggles the mind but isn't unheard of. But more of that in a minute. First, let's see who else could have played Han Solo, because this list is hilarious. Actually, this part could have gone to Al Pacino. This famous actor was so in demand after The Godfather, he said that the producers didn't care if he was right or wrong for the role, or even if he could act. He had the role in the bag, just like hundreds others, but he turned it down because he just couldn't understand the script. I don't know what to say other than I find his lack of faith disturbing. The same thing happened with Burt Reynolds, who just straight up said no, since, and I quote, it wasn't his jam. He ended up regretting it, but the same can't be said about Stallone. You heard me, Sylvester Stallone actually wanted to audition for the part of Han Solo, but apparently George Lucas refused to even look at him in the open casting, which is understandable once you hear what Stallone had to say about the role. He said him not being Han Solo is probably for the best, since he wouldn't look too good in tights and wearing a ray gun. Don't blame me if you don't want that mental picture. Still, if you stretch your mind, you might imagine those actors as Han Solo, but the next one's not sure what to say. Other actors considered for the role include Jack Nicholson, Christopher Walken, Steve Murray, and even Chevy Chase. Oh yeah, Harry Potter's Tom Felton was also in the running to play Han Solo. I don't know guys, I do think he could play smug with the best of them, even Harrison Ford, who perfected that arrogant look in decades of roles. If the dudes who could have played Han Solo couldn't be more different, the same can't be said about Anakin. We got Hayden Christensen, and some undeserved hate, but for the casting call, it was like someone said, bring me every young blonde dude who has like a round face type of look. Paul Walker could have been Anakin since he's so similar to Hayden's look. Ryan Phillip wanted the part and even read some lines, but he was about a decade older than needed. DiCaprio himself was also in the running, but he was too in demand and eventually pulled out. Oh yeah, and the rumor mill back then said that Joshua Jackson, you know, that dude from Dawson's Creek, would have done anything to have gotten the part. He reportedly even spread rumors about him being considered for the role. If it's true, we'll probably never know, but he does look the part. Like, do you see a pattern here? Hit like if you agree or leave a comment if you disagree. I actually had some friends telling me that Christensen looks nothing like these dudes, but like, how? Lucas might have had a type for Anakin, but for the young Obi-Wan Kenobi, he looked at so many actors, he might as well have checked out half of the Hollywood A-listers. Before Ewan McGregor got the part, the hunt was on, and some of the best actors in town were in the running. Among them was Hugh Jackman, but before you dream of a movie with him, consider this. If he'd gotten the part of young Obi-Wan, we wouldn't have gotten Logan. And what a sad world for Wolverine that would be. Tim Roth was also a top choice, though I seriously don't understand why, and so was Joseph Fiennes. For this dude, my mind can't even go there, since he played such a horrible weasel in Handmaid's Tale. Another dude who kinda looks like Ewan McGregor and could have been Obi-Wan is Kenneth Branagh. Thank God it didn't happen, because Harry Potter fans wouldn't have gotten such a great villain. One unexpected actor who could have gotten the role is the legendary Toshiro Mifune. But, as some do, he turned down the part. The actor, who made his fame in Akira Kurosawa's movies playing Japanese warriors, thought the movie might not show samurai in the proper light, so he simply said pass. Anyway, things get real surprising once you look at the secondary characters. There's a whole bunch of unexpected names there. Did you know Benicio Del Toro was supposed to be in The Phantom Menace as Darth Maul? Del Toro could have been a part of the Star Wars universe for a lot longer, but after George Lucas cut a lot of dialogue from Darth Maul, the actor just walked away. He couldn't stay away for long though. He showed up as DJ in The Last Jedi, and thank God for that, since he really stole the show in the few scenes he had. And speaking of going on to do greater things, I bet you know this story, but not how it ends. A 15-year-old Jody Foster was supposed to play Princess Leia, but lost the casting to Carrie Fisher. Jody Foster was one of the best child actors in history, so she probably could have done the part justice. but she went on to play a teenage prostitute in Taxi Driver. Different times, yo. Things might have turned out differently too if Samuel L. Jackson didn't play Mace Windu. Shortly before his death, Tupac actually auditioned for that part, and according to his friends, he was really excited about it. I don't know, man, can you even imagine it? What I can imagine is another Jar Jar Binks, probably less annoying than what we got now. Did you know that Michael Jackson wanted that part, and even almost got it? He didn't end up in The Phantom Menace because he insisted on doing the character using prosthetics and makeup just like in Thriller, and not mocap and CGI, Hollywood's newest toys. It's probably for the best. And anyways, you can always enjoy his Men in Black cameo. No CG, no prosthetics, just MJ being himself. On that note, can you do a Chewbacca impression? You might just win one of these TiVo Stream 4K dongles. Just go follow TiVo on Instagram or TiVo Stream 4K on TikTok. Send your best Chewbacca voice and one could be yours. May the 4th be with you. Until next time, do hit like and subscribe to this channel for more goodies about your favorite movies.